Welcome to Next Trains. Today I'll be talking about the model railway or model railroad planning software. I have chosen the Anyrail 6 point some decimal version, which was latest when I downloaded it a few months ago. Now the reason why I chose this over other software is quite evident. Let me start the software right away. We'll come back to the home screen later, but first most of us start with the track plans basically, and then we can move on to the object plans. So here you can see that most of the model railroad gauges are here along with their respective manufacturers. So there is G scale. I'm not quite sure what this standard gauge means, but I'm quite sure that this doesn't refer to the real life standard gauge scale. Definitely it has got to do something with the model railway. Anyway, moving on. M32, gauge 2, gauge 1, O, S, HO and OO is something that I am into. TT, N, Z scale, T gauge, that is 1:450 scale, and this one is quite nice, but ready to run models are quite limited, and it has mostly ready to run Japanese trains and very less of the British rolling stock and other continental stock. I hope this gauge picks up soon, because you can pack in a lot of scenery and a lot of huge junctions and terminal stations can be made using this T gauge layout. I hope it picks up in the coming years. Next one is Lego, and there are some miscellaneous scale or manufacturers as well. And then if you're into slot cars, there is slot car. This software supports the slot car segment as well. Let's see what's there in miscellaneous. It's quite nice to see the Disney components are also there in this. The specific things about the HO scale. So you have huge list of manufacturers here, right from Atlas, Kato, Joef, and Shinohara track components are also available here. Coming to the OO, something that I'm into, Bachmann, Hornbeck, even it supports the old trying track system as well. That's nice to see it. And then the Copperclide fine scale systems are also available in this software. So that's what makes this software stand out basically. Now let's see one of the examples of the track libraries. So if I go on to open, so these were the readily available track plans, on-way track plans, layout track plans, and prototype track plans. Now the prototype track plans are more suitable for a larger area and are more suited if you are planning for a garden railway or something like a large exhibition hall kind of a layout. But let's go for something that fits in a small house. So I'm going to click into the on-way track plans, and my track plan is based on 6x4 feet layout. So let's see one of those. Okay, now this is a rather simple plan, but if I move the cursor on one of the track segments, you can clearly see at the bottom of the screen it displays the segment of the track that you will need to buy. In this case it's the R605 first radius on-way track, and so on and so forth. As you move the cursor, you get to know which track it is. You can also make your own track plans using this software. Now here purple line represents the elevated track segment. Back in home screen, if I click on the 3D view, this is the 3D view of the simple 8-shaped track plan that's going to fit in the 6x4. There are various other settings such as the sky and the blue sky option, and there is cloudy sky. Then you got some ground textures and other textures as well, and this is what it looks like. However, it's better to use in 2D form rather than 3D, as it's in more simplified form. Now having said that, I use this software quite frequently. I use this software only when necessary, when I feel that some bits of the track are not going to come together and my geometry is going for a toss. I do find this kind of software, the softwares, to be quite boring. I usually prefer to sit down with the track bits and it feels like an 8-year-old. It's fun way to do that and very enjoyable indeed. So that's what I usually prefer, and there are Peco track templates readily available for download in the internet, which I use rather than using this kind of software. I'll be doing a separate video on that. More complex track plans. Again, all this stuff can fit in 6 into 4 feet of the space. So it basically does give you an idea. So that's about it for now. Thank you for watching.